Welcome guys. I often get asked what games I play when I don't stream, and the answer is EVE Online, one of my all-time favorite games. And so when the opportunity came to do a sponsored video about this game, I had to take it. Because let me explain to you why this game is so much fun and why I genuinely think that you should give it a try. EVE Online is an online space sci-fi massive multiplayer game on an absolutely mind-boggling scale in a universe shaped and controlled by the players playing it. With almost 8,000 different solar systems, some easily accessible and others hidden, in a massive galaxy on a server with about 20,000 online players at any time, you're literally entering a universe of possibilities. The different star systems are divided into different classes. Some are high security systems, where you are relatively safe from being attacked by other players, since doing so would result in an immediate retaliation by the space police organization known as Concord. High-sec space is a good place to learn the game at an easy pace, and the career agents found in the agency tab is a great way to learn the game together with the new Air Career program that tracks and rewards your progress. You also have low security systems where certain PvP restrictions and penalties are in place and where the space police won't interfere, but where I like to spend my time is in null security space. Here, everything is controlled by players as player-controlled corporations and alliances fight for serenity. And this is truly where I feel like the game shines, because here every single activity matters in this ongoing struggle for power. I am part of an alliance known as the Brave Collective, which lives in nullsec in the pure-blind region of the galaxy New Eden. Brave Collective is the 5th largest alliance in the game with close to 9,000 members and 68 corporations. Being part of an alliance like this enables grand-scale PvP combat, where literally hundreds of players fight at the same time. These massive fleets are led by fleet commanders who are often players with many thousands of hours of experience and a profound knowledge of EVE combat. To give you a taste of what hundreds of ships firing at a massive capital support ship looks like, led by one of the most experienced fleet commanders, this is it.
Decycle all guns, keep drones on them. X and fleet when guns are cycled. X and fleet when guns are cycled. X and fleet when guns are cycled. Clear all targets. Clear all, keep the Apostle locked up. Keep the Apostle locked up, but don't fucking shoot it. Okay, fire on the Apostle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire on the Apostle. Yes! Yes! Fuck yes! Holy
Very
holy
nice.
MWD's on. MWD's on. MWD's on. Start locking up the Minokawa. Switch your drones over to the Minnow. That's how it's fucking done, folks. That's how it's fucking done.
And because of the massive scale of this and the vast distances of space, you will often zoom out to get a more tactical view of the battlefield, especially in large fights like this. So many different things go on in big battles like this. It is a bit intimidating at first, but you'll eventually start getting the hang of this. The purple triangles are friendly ships in my fleet, and reds, orange, or grays are enemies. In this fight, we're hunting down an enemy fleet who has lost the fight and are trying to flee. Their escape is being prevented by a ship type known as an interdictor, which is a special type of ship that can put up these large bubbles. These are warp disruption bubbles and makes it so the ships inside of these can't warp away using their warp drives. But making an alliance with this many players work is a massive effort from its players, and no contribution is insignificant. Some players and even entire corporations mainly focus on gathering resources from various asteroid fields, ice belts, or gas clouds. These asteroid fields can either be normally occurring or artificially produced by large player-controlled stations firing massive mining lasers to break up fractions of entire moons. This activity is known as moon mining and is very lucrative. The efforts of these players directly fuels the economy and production of modules and warships for their allies. And the production of modules, ammunitions, weapons, and spaceships and so on is a massive area of the game to explore too. By using blueprints, players can construct all of these things using materials that have been gathered or bought from player-controlled markets. But not all items are crafted by the players in the nearby systems, and Alliance also need a well-functioning infrastructure of haulers, which are massive cargo ships transporting items from big trade hubs to the headquarters of their alliance, or transporting goods within the region of their allies. This is something some players choose to specialize in. Everything costs money in EVE, and the in-game currency is known as interstellar credit, but we just call it ISK. You can make ISK from selling stuff to other players, but a common source of income for many in nullsec is known as ratting. This is a PvE activity where you take a combat ship fitted for PvE to different pirate combat sites, and when you kill these NPC pirates, you get a bounty reward. Many of these ships also drop loot, and you can also salvage the shipwrecks to further increase your earnings. You can also do mission running where you get missions from NPC agents. This PvE activity is often done in higher security space, where bounties on pirate ships are generally much lower. My favorite PvE activity in EVE though is running abyssal sites in high-level PvE combat ships. This activity is endgame PvE of EVE Online. You enter an abyssal dimension through an item known as a filament, and in here you will fight 3 waves of powerful Triglavian enemies, and you only get 20 minutes to kill all of them. Should you fail to complete all 3 rooms within the timer, you die. Each room offers loot caches that you can scoop up to make your reward. The higher the level of filament you use to enter the abyssal, the higher the reward, but also the greater the risk. If you die while doing this, you not only lose your ship, but you also lose any implant that you have put in your pod. In short, abyssals are glorious, beautiful, and complex PvE endgame environments with great risk, but also with great rewards. The last money-making activity I want to highlight is exploration, which is another activity that can provide a solid source of income. Scan down ancient sites of space, hack into relics or data arrays, and scoop up valuable loot. Just be careful because enemies might be lurking around cloaked, waiting for you to come close so they can take you out and steal your loot. And that's kind of one of the things that makes EVE so tense. If you get blown up, you lose your ship, and while most of the modules on your ship also gets destroyed, some of them drop as loot for the enemy to take. So a very important rule that experienced EVE players live by is never undock a ship you cannot afford to lose, because you never know what's going to happen, and no place in space is truly safe. And this is also one of the main reasons that PvP in EVE Online is so fun. The satisfaction of blowing up enemy ships, especially those of high value, is not to be underestimated. Like here, where the Special Operations Group that I'm part of have tracked down and captured an enemy Marauder, which is a highly advanced and very expensive battleship.
Alright, overheat guns on Vargar now. Overheat guns on Vargar. Overheat guns on Vargar. He's actually dying. Drop drones, everything. Is he smart bombing? No. Overheat your guns on Vargar. Drop drones.
Getting muted?
What's the timer like on your scrim?
Oh, I'm on there.
Because I can't rep you.
I tried.
Boom!
Or in this situation where I have, together with my fleet, captured a dreadnought, which was part of an enemy fleet consisting of hundreds of players who were trying to take over the Brave Collective home system. But the most memorable moments I have from the game truly lies in the epic battles where hundreds of players clash. I've never played any other game that takes PvP on a scale like this, and so while you can't just chill and do a ton of stuff solo, I highly recommend joining a corporation and become part of a larger alliance. Not only will that help you learn the game faster, as you can get help from your corp mates, but you can also tag along on fleets and fly with others and take part in what truly makes this game impressive. Don't forget to use the link in the description when you sign up to get a skill point boost of 1 million skill points, which will help you to skill up your character faster. I hope you liked the video, and good luck with your space endeavors, and I'll see you guys next time.